Hello, this is Andrew with Central Missouri Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be going over some purchases from a local coin show that I just attended today. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I was able to pick up 4 graded large cents. Starting here, we've got an 1856 in VF35 Anax. We also got another Anax here, an 1827 matron head here in VG8. A nice coin. And then another matron head in 1833. That's just a hair on there. Also in VG8 from Anax, their old blue holder. Pretty neat coin. And then this one is PCI, but it's still an 1803 in AG3. So should be worth selling. I think I paid $50 for this, so we'll see how it goes. Just wanted to try it out. All right, starting off with some U.S. coins here. Let's move this light over. It might help a little bit. We've got an 1838 wheat cent. We've got a 1943D quarter, an 1888 dime. We've got an 1887 dime, an 1853. We actually got 2 of those. And then we've got an 1876 quarter. These have been selling really well. An 1864 2-cent piece. 1843 large cent. Got an 1853 with arrows and rays quarter. And then a 33D wheat in Unk Red Brown or Brown. We've got an 1867 Shield Nickel. 1946S Washington quarter as well as a 49S. And we got a 1908D Barber dime, and then a 1901 here, and probably around VG to find. All right, some more U.S. here. We've got an 1876 dime. We've got an 1830 wheat cent in uncirculated red brown. We've got a 1940 nickel in BU. A 1901 Indian head cent here in either AU or low uncirculated. Pretty nice coin. And a 1936 Denver Buffalo in Unk. 1893 Colombian. This was a good deal at $25. A 1901 Barber. A 1905 Barber. And then we've got an 1851 large cent. That's super rough. And then a 16p Barber. So we got some good U.S. type coins. And then we'll move on to some foreign here. Got an 1892 Canada 5 cent. 1944, 6 pence here from England. 1918, Canada, 10 cents. 1912, Canada, 10 cents. A 1896, Liberia, 2 cents. This is a pretty rare coin. 1918, Canada, 5 cents. Got a couple items here for Whatnot. A Spanish 25 centimos with the ship. That's pretty cool. And then an 1887 Jamaican 1 penny. Here we've got a 1943 half rupee. We've got a 1918 Canadian quarter. An 1874 Newfoundland 50 cents. That's a nice coin. 1928 Australia shilling. And then a 1906 Canada quarter. We've got another half rupee here, 1940. We've got a Nicaraguan silver 10 cents. That was a really good deal. Canada 5 cents, 1912. Australian 3 pence. We've got one of those 1967 Centennial Canadian dimes. And then a 1919 and 1914 5 cents from Canada once again, silver. We've got a 1965 Canadian silver dime. A 1773 half penny. And we've got a 1924 Great Britain shilling. 1965 Canadian dimes, 1960. Got a 1922 half florin, or 1 florin. 1966 Canadian silver dime, and 1962 Australian 6 pence. 1910 shilling. This is a neat coin here. Nassau 1862. This one's in great shape, a 1 kreuzer. Got a 1962 Undécimo de Balboa from Panama. Got a 3 pence here. A 1929 Canada 10 cents. 1899 3 pence. And 1885 50 centimos from Spain. And then a 1972 10 shilling from Austria that is silver. Some more silver Canadian dimes, just basic stuff for Whatnot. Here we've got a neat piece. This is a King George II halfpenny stamped with AHF, so kind of cool. Here we've got a Canadian silver quarter and some more Canadian silver dimes, just a whole bunch of those. So I was able to get a lot of Canadian silver for pretty far under melt, so hopefully be able to turn a profit on Whatnot for those. And then I was also able to pick up some commemorative half-dollar type coin books. It is the Dansko 7095, and these are worth probably around $80 or so on eBay, and they're only charging $10 a piece, so that'll be a nice profit on those. And all right, hope you guys enjoyed the video, seeing all the new pickups, and most of these will be available on my eBay, which is Central Missouri Collectibles. And some of the World Silver I will be selling on my next Whatnot show, which is going to be on February 7th next week at 2 p.m. Central Time. So I hope to see you guys there, and have a great rest of your day.